This week we're talking about insurance, and so we need to start off with some basic concepts like what is insurance and why do we need it. What insurance does is it protects us from risks to which we may be exposed, like accidents or illness or even death. And so having insurance allows us to manage those risks. So let's talk about the concept of risk. Risk, by a very simple definition, is just the chance or the possibility of some negative outcome or economic loss. So there's a risk anytime you have some sort of money interest in something like your life, your health, your home, your car, or a business if you're a business owner. And so some ways that we can manage risk: just avoid risk. Avoiding something that you know would create risk, that would potentially cause you to cause harm to your health, your life, your business, and so on. So here's an example of just not driving at all to avoid a car accident. For a lot of us, that's not an option, but maybe choosing not to go skydiving would be considered risk avoidance as well. Now, risk assumption is something that someone else will do to help out that person who wants to get rid of risk. And so that means you're accepting and bearing the risk of loss yourself. You could do that on your own, meaning you choose not to get insurance on your cell phone. And so you're going to assume the risk of losing or breaking your phone, meaning that if that happens, you're going to pay the cost yourself. Insurance companies also assume risk. I don't want the risk of having a catastrophic illness and having to pay for it myself, and so my insurance company will bear that risk for me if I pay them. So some other things that we do is we try to prevent losses, and so we try to reduce the chance that losses will occur. And we could do that by just being more careful. So getting back to the car example, if we can't avoid risk altogether, or the risk of a car accident altogether, by not driving, then we could prevent losses by driving more carefully, following the speed limit, following any other applicable driving rules. And then we could control risk by wearing our seatbelt. And so that means that if there's an accident, we're in a car accident that's not our fault because we were doing all the right things, we still are exposed to risk because we still are driving a car. And so we could be exposed to someone else's negligence. So if we wear our seatbelt, then that could control the loss that we would have that may be someone else's fault.